There is a major celestial event happening, or about to happen, at the time of this upload, and what better way to bring attention to it than to do a Bloons theme challenge. So the challenge, 2 million pops on Sun Avatar on Moon Landing, and what is this major event? Well, if you haven't heard of it already, then on April 8th, 2024, there is going to be a total solar eclipse going straight across North America, and tens of millions of people are going to be able to see it. Me being included in one of those tens of millions, at least that's the plan right now. I'll talk more about this event in a bit, but for now, let me get my early game set up so I can get to the easy part. So for starters, because we have Geraldo, if anyone knows the cape, the Jerry cape allows me to turn this Dart Monkey into a Super Monkey, and thus into a Sun Avatar, so that kind of really helps us in the early game. We can get a nice head start in the pops. I'm also just going to add 2 Dart Monkeys in the back here, just so they won't get a lot of pops later once I actually get my Sun Avatar rolled up, but I obviously need some defense, because this is sus. Now, I am able to upgrade this Dart Monkey up to a tier 2, at which point tier 3s or above can't be affected by the Geraldo cape. But ideally, I don't need to waste extra money. I'm going to try to see if I can save for Geraldo with this 3 Dart Monkey start, but oh my god, this spot kind of whiffs a lot. I think I might have to drop a 4th Dart Monkey. I think that's probably, well, it would definitely add more to TPS-wise than adding 2 attack speed upgrades, so sure. And let's see here, Geraldo should be afforded right about now. Again, I don't really plan for Bloons to get, like, this deep in the crater and into the exit, so it's not a big deal putting these cameras on the track as a cleanup for now. Now, perhaps I should have planned even further ahead, because actually I should have put Geraldo in the crater, because as you see, I'm not even close to 2700, nor the amount of XP needed for the cape. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. Geraldo over here, I think, could probably see a balloon inside the crater. If not, then I done goofed, and I think I done goofed, because it actually doesn't see over. Oh my god, what a disaster. Actually, wait a minute. No, it's hitting. It didn't that time. But, oh, I see. Geraldo's attack range increases, so level 3 was very important to get this round. And come on, let's just beat this round, please. Oh, this is gonna be close. But nice. I think just to get, like, early game actually settled, let's just do a mortar, because this mortar can just help beat lead Bloons. And it's easy in terms of avoiding pops later, because I can just target it away once I'm done with everything. Yeah, that 2 damage goes hard, especially with that perfect radius. Moon Landing was made for mortars. In fact, I think this map came out when the mortar got released, if I recall correctly. So go figure, this map is the GOAT. I honestly should have just done this from the start. Damn, look at the amount of money we can save up, 2.6k, so now I just need that level 6 upgrade, and our early game is, like, solid. And that'll happen after this round. Come on, just need 180. Road Spike, tank a bit, nice, and there it is. Let's just get it out of the way now so that this thing gets as many pops as possible in the future, and yeah, this is why I like this spot for the Sun Avatar, because it basically shoots 3 different points. The 2 important ones being the first and second crater pretty much sees a very huge sight line, and also the path between crater 2 and crater 3. So now with that said, before I buy any more upgrades on the Super Monkey, double discount, you know it. And let's talk about again why I'm doing this challenge, aka I would like to call it the Eclipse Challenge. So first off, let me start by explaining the basics, as in what is even a total solar eclipse? Because I'd assume not everyone here cares enough about space to know what it is, or just hasn't learned it yet. So if it helps just one person become more aware of these events, then my job here is done. I'm no teacher, but to put it simply, it is when the stars align, like literally, to where the moon's orbit travels right between the sun and the earth, and when the moon is close enough to the earth such that when it passes over, from your view on Earth, the sun is entirely obscured by the moon for a few minutes, and no amount of words can apparently describe how interesting, amazing that is, that such a celestial coincidence occurs. Now, for the record, I've never seen a solar eclipse before. This will hopefully be my first time, but I'm just going off by what other people who have experienced it already are saying about it. And you know what? I'm drinking all that eclipse Kool-Aid. I want to see what it's all about. Not only that, but it's perfect because from where I live, I'm pretty close to the line. You can only see the true total solar eclipse from a very small band, but luckily, I'm not too far away from it. Not to dox myself, this is info I've already shared in the past. But one, you can already kind of get a hint of where I live. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But just for reference, I currently live somewhere in this giant circle, so I and likely millions of others will be traveling down to see it. I don't even want to think about the traffic right now. But anyways, I will let you know that I am recording this video in advance enough that as of right now, I do not know the current weather forecast, how it's going to be that day. Because the one thing that could obviously ruin it is bad weather, aka clouds, or even rain. Because if clouds block your view of the sun right when the moon passes over, then 90% of the biggest part of the eclipse is, like, ruined. Aka the apparent ring effect you see around the sun during totality. You lose all that. Not to say it's not worth seeing, I guess, if there is still clouds, because you can see how the environment reacts around you, but yeah, that would definitely be a buzzkill. Although, frankly, I'm prepared for the worst, because at around this time in April, usually there's only like an under 50% chance that the skies are clear. So we're really banking on a miracle here, or a coin flip, really. And unfortunately, unbalanced coin flip. So yeah, past me right now is just crossing my fingers, hoping that the weather's okay. Also, I should mention that I'm going to go for a 3-2 Zeus on Avatar. I think it's just easier for the mid-game, because I can just get epic range and epic pierce. I think late game, knockback would probably be better, just for the utility, but I think I have enough utility, hopefully, later on with the... well, also, what? Talk about the moon blocking the sun, isn't that just fitting? But the way my Super Monkey currently is, so many of the darts just get completely blocked by the creator of the moon. Alright, what do here? I don't want to rely on Jerry Fire. I think Sonic is strong enough that there's really no need to rely on it. Here's what I'm gonna try. Left hand Super Monkey. Oh wait. Jar Pickles, that's it. Maybe I'll just drop a mortar for 2 extra damage. But I just gotta have to live with it. This will pop them up much faster, but fast enough? I don't think so, sadly. But one can always hope, come on. Yep, if I get mortar shots in, that's good. Huge. I wonder if this thing still happens once it gets on Avatar. I feel like since it shoots multiple projectiles, it might be a little less egregious. Like, maybe some of the rays will still shoot in, so it's not a big deal. Just for right now, it's a bit rough. So, I'm also not upgrading just because purples. Once I buy laser plasma, it's Jehovah for the Super Monkey and purple balloons. I'll just do this so I don't have to buy any more cow pots. And I'll probably re-pickle if I need to. It's so cheap, 110 to basically not double the damage because you lose attack speed, but it's like at least a 50% increase. Personally, I think I'll wait till like past round 48 because between 48 and 62, I could probably just buy a MIB once I get that. Also, for those who might be wondering, why not just go for Ultra Vision? Doesn't it see through walls? Allows Super Monkey to see through everything? Well, that's only a monkey knowledge, just to get that out of the way. I'm also going to be big stuck right now without the jar pickle, so I just re-pickled, just for a little bit extra help. Pickle plus 000 Superman is just a sight to behold. So after these, I am free to go for this, and Sun Avatar as soon as I can afford it. And the cool thing is too, with enough range, I guess that's why range is nice, I can now see the entrance of Moon Landing. So I think the hardest part of this challenge is done, aka the early game, getting up the Super Monkey. I think Sun Avatar is one of those towers that can very easily do 2 million pops, because it still holds decent power in the late game. But yeah, I'm curious too, to any of you North Americans watching, which is, well, a huge chunk of you, so I'd assume this event actually is of, like, some significance to a large chunk of you watching right now. If you don't travel out to see these things, it's basically a once-in-a-lifetime experience, because I don't think it travels over where I live for another 100 years. And by that point, I'm gonna turn to Biker Bones. Nobody wants to turn to Biker Bones, and if you're just talking about North America in general, then there's none for another 20 years. And personally, I cannot comprehend 20 years from now, the year 2045, 2046. Doesn't even sound real. It's kind of funny because I remember as a kid, like, I don't know, 03, 04 also, crap, MIB. But yeah, back in my days as a kid in like 03, 04, I couldn't fathom or comprehend what the year 2024 is, but here we are, 20 years later. And now the year 2024 seems normal, with the year 2004 seeming ancient. Wow, I just explained time, what time was. What a revelation. So again, with Sun Avatar, we should basically have almost 0 issue, except maybe bad damage, but I think we'll have enough. I'm just gonna go for all the usual buffing things. First off, Overclock gives full uptime. You absolutely want that. Look at those laser beams now, doing insane damage. If possible, I'm gonna try to take it home from here with the Sun Avatar, aka all pops chimps from now on, so don't even let, like, or balloons get to the second creator. I could even do a junk to move the darts away, but nah. I think I'll challenge myself to keep everything at the front, because I genuinely think we can do it with the power of the Sun Avatar. Now, I should also pair the Sun Avatar with a Glue Storm. That is absolutely one of the top choices when paired with a 1 damage projectile, basically triple damage. So rising my 320 Sun Avatar was almost getting Pierce Cap to these balloons. It's not a good creator Riga form, right? Not quite, but it got kind of scary there, so imagine how 302 would do. Alright, Glue Storm. Next up, Called Arms. I probably also want to do a Moab Glue. It doesn't reach down here. So I guess it... Oh, wait. I think there's a small sliver where it can kind of shoot in the first crater if I put it somewhere here, but that's obviously not really that ideal. Hell, maybe I don't even need a Relentless Glue because I feel like... Well, there still is some problems with glue stacking, or rather glue priority. Sometimes the balloon doesn't get glued because Glue Storm is overriding something like that, but you saw there. Look how great that synergy is with Glue Storm, or rather the difference. If I don't use the ability to when I use it, yeah, nothing overpowers the power of the sun, alright? This is also self-explanatory, but yeah, no Alp buff either because it'll take away pops, especially worse on Moon Landing because Alp can see over the wall, so there's pretty much no space unless I want to do something like that, but obviously, I think I'll run with the Glue Storm. And don't forget too, after this round, I'm gonna go ahead and go for this bad boy over here for even more range. Like, listen, I know despite the stacking priorities, the Relentless Glue will help, but I just kind of want to go with damage. I want to see this thing just shred. So maybe even a Homeland defense would be the biggest flex. If we're talking about extra damage buffs, Jar Pickles is actually, I think, an even buff. Like, it's actually a net neutral when you have something that does 3 damage already, because this thing slows it down by, what is it, a 1.33 attack multiplier. So just do the math there with Glue Storm. The thing is, Glue Storm isn't active all the time, so it's technically a bit of a buff. But I'll only drop it if I need it, judging by how this looks right now. In fact, I haven't even used Called Arms yet, also. I kind of like keeping the Sun Avatar shooting the crater, so sometimes when a balloon, like, exits the crater, it will change its targeting, which is bad. All the rays will miss. So whenever the opportunity arises, like now, for example, I should change that angle so that it's shooting in the crater like this. Like, strong. Maybe first for a couple rays. I'll do Called Arms now. I think we need it. Keep it on last, because everything's in the crater right now. And just look at that shred, man. It is so satisfying. Also, the Jar Pickle math I was talking about doesn't apply, or doesn't include the fact that it gets extra fortified damage, so I'll probably do that for round 98. Can you guys see if this is, like, the rays are getting blocked at all? It's kind of hard to say. And yep, here comes things leaking. Again, keep it on strong. Only switch to first when there's a giant clump like that, for example. And there we go. Back on strong, back on first. And we should be cleared. Oh, wait, nope. Glue Storm ran out. That's bad news. Now you see how much weaker my Sun Avatar is. My Dharma attacked once. Rip the dream, but that's okay. That was just a for fun challenge anyways. Also, I should do Jar Pickle this round. Even though these aren't fortified DDTs. Because you don't want pickles around 100. This will expire, I believe, on around 100, or did I do it wrong? I'll just use a Called Arms here, even though I don't need it. Damn, 95 clean. Maybe that would have been an option. I got Homeland now, so watch this. I can't wait to blast off with the Sun Avatar. I mean, just take a look at all those BFEs dead, and all those EMDs too. Bit of a DPS drop-off here, but that's no biggie, because there's only a couple of BFEs left. In fact, do I even need to use Glue Storm here? Nope. Pickle OP. I don't know if I should use the Homeland now, but let's see. With some targeting too. So last, because there's not a lot in here for now. And back to first for like, I don't know, but like 5,000 DPS, if not more, when maximum pierce. Huge. I could even use a Rejuve potion if I wanted to. And I feel like it's worth using just for this case, but no, or maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, surprisingly it's holding really well without a Homeland buff. Isn't that crazy? I have it again, but I'll save it for 99. Because, I mean, we're fine. Damn, it's not often I can do a 2 million pops without even going for, like, a slowdown Mulp Glue. And again, Glue Storm for FDTs here. How are we doing? They do push a little bit, but overall not too shabby. So we have all the stuff in the world to beat this bad now. Before I drop anything else, of course, homeland, and we'll see. About like 500 single target. And that was before I even had Gluestorm active. Here's another homeland. And we're gonna get 2 million pops before the bad layer even pops, right? Or at least close to. Like right on point, right? Yep, we hit 2 million before it popped. Crazy. That's how you know we have so much leeway. And one last homeland here to end it all off. I told you this would be clean after Sun Avatar, after we got it. Easy. Usually you're allowed 42,000 pops of leeway, but we cleared by 39,000. With pretty much all of that coming before round 40. That's the sun and the moon, guys. So if you guys are watching the eclipse, then hope you have a great time. Otherwise, I will catch you all later. Have an astronomical day.